And a few of the quotes that we looked at before. Nothing exists until it has a name. And on the other hand, if something hasn't got a name, it becomes invisible. And imagine that you're sitting in a class in school and the teacher doesn't know your name and the other students don't know your name. Who are you? You are nobody. They don't see you. They don't know you. They don't care about you. But when they know your name, then they see you and then they care about you. And then you also can speak. So giving things names is massively important. Creativity, the definition that I like, to look where everyone else is looking and see what no one else can see. You have to look carefully. And I'm going to give you a small challenge in a moment, which some of you may find easier than others, but it's about looking carefully. Are you going to treat a man as he is or as he might become? Let's say a person rather than a man, but are you going to treat them as they are or as they might become? And that was this quotation about education. The purpose of education is to look for the potential in people, not to judge them by what they did before, but to explore what they could do in the future. And it's better to do something than to be someone, you know. We all think, oh, I want to be the leader. I want to be the leader in that poem we had last week, but it's better to be doing something. Who cares if you are some grand person? You might still not change the world very much. You could be a very small person in a very small place, but you might do something that really matters. Again, we come back to that in a moment. We all want to be, but we don't want to become. We think we can have it overnight, but that was one of the things that in that preliminary soundtrack that we were listening to. Success requires hard work. You have to keep going. You have to know what you really want, but you can't just have it in one moment. You need to make a plan, and you need to take, as it said there, and as we said a couple of weeks ago, small steps. It's the small steps that really, really matter. The journey of 1,000 miles, and it might be a journey of 1,000 miles that you're taking in your life, begins with a single step. That's that paving stone between your door and the world, the starting point. You can go anywhere you want, but that first step really matters. And the final one that we mentioned last week, tomorrow is the most important day. What you do tomorrow, don't put it off. You have to start. You have to start by the smallest thing, and it begins tomorrow. We looked at a picture of the of a famous Kenyan athlete, and she, Olympic gold medal winner. She didn't wait until the Olympics and then hope that she could win. She worked. She started tomorrow, and she worked for years to reach the point where she could win the medal. Last week, I gave you this challenge. I asked you to divide the square into 4 exactly equal pieces. And that was the first way of doing it. And that was the second way of doing it, 4 exactly equal pieces. I wonder how many of you managed to find other ways of doing it. And I wonder how many of you have the answer to my question. How many ways are there to divide the square into exactly equal pieces? Here's one more way. 4 pieces, they're exactly the same. How many ways are there? Does anybody have the answer? Let's see. Yeah, very good. So Tatenda is the first one there who says unlimited. Unlimited. And that's absolutely right. There are unlimited ways. And if we look at this, you see why there are unlimited ways. If you just put a circle on the top, a circle, you can move it around as many ways as you want. There are literally infinite ways to divide the square into exactly equal pieces.